Afternoon and welcome to Winneconne today, where the Tigers take on the Winneconne Wolves. This is Bruce Lang bringing you today's girls softball action live on Ripon Sports YouTube. Ripon Lady Tigers played Kettle Moraine Lutheran this past Tuesday and came away with a 10-3 loss, moving Ripon to a 2-2 overall record. For Winneconne, this is their fifth game of the season, following a 21-0 win over Berlin this past Tuesday, giving the Wolves a 3-1 overall record and 3-0 record in the East Central Conference. Ripon is coached by Mike Makarevich. Winneconne is coached by Jennifer Case. As we get ready, Ripon will be up to bat first. First up to bat for the Tigers will be Emily Kujabuski. She'll be followed by Lexi Miller.
Now batting number 7, Kujabuski.
So ready to get things rolling, and we're ready to play ball. So Kujabuski will step into the box first for Ripon to lead things off here this afternoon. First pitch, swing and a miss by Kujabuski. Strike one. Doing the pitching for Winneconne is Macy Clark, as Kujabuski fouls that one away for strike two. Ripon players not afraid to swing the bat. Kujabuski waiting for her next offering, and that's going to be high for ball one. 1-2 count on Kujabuski. Clark ready to pitch and fouls that one back. Come in and catch that, Jason.
Try better next time.
Didn't quite make it over the fence. Another foul. 1-2 count. Kujabuski hits that one to short center field, gets a base hit to start off here for the Tigers. So that'll bring up Lexi Miller. She'll be followed by Cassidy Motter. Motter playing in the number 3 spot today, or batting in the number 3 spot. So Miller steps in. Again, Lexi not afraid to swing the bat. That one going to be high. Ball one. 1-0 count. Next pitch, ground ball, going to go to second. She'll throw it to first and get Miller out, but Kujabuski will advance to second on the fielder's choice.
Now batting number 12,
So 1 out for the Tigers. On the ground ball, Cassidy Motter steps into the box. Now for Ripon, Avery Makarevich on deck. Cassidy with a swing and a miss. Clark gets ready to give her next offering. High pitch, and that's going to send Kujabuski to third. So a runner in scoring position now for the Tigers. 1-1 count on Cassidy Motter. Clark with the pitch, and another swing and miss by Cassidy. 1-2 count now. Rather nice day out here today, about 57 degrees. And strike 3 on Cassidy. So 2 outs for the Tigers as Motter goes down swinging. Avery Makarevich, Ripon's catcher, up to bat. That'll put Eva Baker on deck. Swing and a miss. Strike two on Makarovich. And strike three. That'll retire Ripon in the top of the first inning with nobody across. One hit, no errors. At the end of one half complete inning of play, it's Ripon 0, Winneconne 0. Getting ready to start the bottom of the first inning for Winneconne. Weather conditions here, as I mentioned, are about 57 degrees with a 12-mile-an-hour wind out of the northwest. As first batter up for Winneconne will be Macy Clark. Macy's the pitcher for Winneconne. On deck will be Nora Kutnick. First ball is a ball on Kutnick. Clark, rather. She hits that one foul down the left line. So, ball and a strike. 1-1 count on Macy Clark. Next pitch by Simonis, fouled away. Layla Simonis, sophomore at Ripon High School. Next pitch is in there. Pops that up to right field and pulled in by Allie Bumby for the out. First out of the inning for Winneconne. Good job by Allie Bumby to get that short pop-up. Next up is Nora Kutnick. Abby Jennerman on deck. So Simonis. Ball on the first pitch. Next pitch is in there for strike one. 1-1 count on Kutnick. Swing, ground ball to second. She'll throw her out at first for out number 2. So a ground ball to second base results in a throw out at first.
Now batting number 10.
That brings up Abby Jennerman, the third baseman for Winneconne. Pitches high for ball one. Jennerman not very tall to begin with, so it doesn't take much to throw a high ball to her. She'll tag that one, and it'll go right out to Lexi Miller for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. No runs across, no hits, no errors. At the end of one complete inning of play, Ripon 0, Winneconne 0. Going into the top of the second inning, Ripon up to bat, Eva Baker. Starting things out for the Tigers, Allie Bumby will be on deck. Bumby's had a busy afternoon so far at second base for Ripon.
Now batting number 15, Baker.
So Baker steps into the box, ready for the first pitch. Called a ball. So 1-0 count. Start things off here in the top of the second inning. Next pitch, she takes inside, and that'll hit foul down the third base side. 1-1 count now for Baker. I see grandfather Rob Webster down here in front of me. He's here to cheer Eva on. Swing and a miss makes it a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss for the first out.
Now batting number
Brings
5,
up
Bumby.
Allie Bumby, second base for Ripon. She'll be followed by Abby Radloff. Allie takes a strike. 0-1 count on Bumby. And strike two. That one's swinging. And the third pitch is a strike. Takes her down swinging for out number 2. That'll bring up Abby Radloff, shortstop for Ripon. Layla Simonis on deck for the Tigers. Radloff steps into the box. She pulls that one foul down the third base side for strike one. Tries a changeup, and that's going to be a ball. Slower arching pitch by Clark. That one was fired in there. She swings for strike two. 1-2 count on Radloff. And swinging for the third out, strike three. As Ripon goes down in the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Score remains at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play. Ripon 0 and Winneconne 0. back here in Winneconne. After 1 1/2 innings of play, Ripon 0, Winneconne 0 as we enter the bottom of the second inning with Winneconne coming to the plate. To bat will be Jordan Biesinger, catcher for the Wolves. She'll step into the box and wait for the first pitch by Simonis. First pitch in there, right to Motter. She scoops it up and over to first base for out number 1. Good job by Motter
Now batting
to
number
turn that
9,
first out
Caitlin
of the
Bourne.
bottom of the second inning. Brings up Caitlin Bourne. On deck will be Aubrey Helder. And Bourne puts one right up the middle, a ground ball for a hit.
Now batting number 16.
So one runner on, one out. Brings up Aubrey Halder. On deck will be Marley Gunnering. Halder steps in for her first pitch, a wild pitch. That's going to send Biesinger to second, or rather Bourne to second. Be a ball on Halder. 1-0 count. That one's going to be outside for ball 2. 1 out, runner on second here in the bottom of the second inning. And a swing and a miss. 1-2 count now. And an outside ball for a strike. Caught the edge. 2-2. Now on Halder. That one's going to be low for ball 3, so full count now on Halder. 3-2. Runner on second with 1 out. Simonis with the pitch, and that's going to be a pop-up right over to shortstop, and she line drive to shortstop to Radloff. She gets it over to
Now
first for
batting
out number 2.
17, Marley Gunnering.
So 2 outs now, 1 runner on second. Brings up Marley Gunnering with Jen Youngbauer on deck. High pop up, that's going to be called by Radloff. She'll pull it in for out number 3. So nice job by Ripon to retire the side here in the bottom of the second inning, as there's no runs across, 1 hit, no errors. The end of 2 complete innings of play. It's Ripon 0 and Winneconne 0. Getting ready to start the bottom of, or the top of the third inning.
Now
Coming up to
batting
bat for
number
Ripon will be
10,
Layla Simonis. Erica Mills on deck for the Tigers. Swing and a miss by Simonis on the first pitch. Simonis with a hit to left field. She'll take second. And unfortunately, Simonis not with quite enough speed to get to third, but still a double by Simonis. here in the top of the third inning for the Tigers. Courtesy runner comes in for Simonis. I believe that's Kylie Disterhalf.
Now batting number 14, Mills.
So Ripon starts out the top of the third with a base hit, brings up Erica Mills, first baseman for Ripon. First pitch is a ball to Mills. Pitch is in there, a strike to Mills, swinging. 1-1 count now. High pitch, that's going to send Disterhalf over to third. So once again, runner in scoring position for the Tigers. No outs as Mills with a 2-1 count here in the top of the third inning. Clark with the pitch. Right in there for a strike, so 2-2 count. I think that's the first strike we've seen on Ripon that wasn't swinging. Nice one in, ground ball to shortstop, but Disterhalf comes across to score the first run of the game. Puts Ripon up 1-0.
Now batting number 7, Kajabuski.
So on the fielder's choice, Mills gets to first. And that brings up the top of the lineup for Ripon, Emily Kajabuski. Kajabuski playing right field for the Tigers tonight. She hits it to shortstop, fires it over to second for the out. They tried to go to first, but not fast enough as Kajabuski makes it to first on the fielder's choice.
Now batting number 9, Miller.
So 2 outs for the Tigers. Rounds it to second for Miller, and that's going to be out number 3.
Now batting
Okay, I'm confused. I thought that was out number 3. So out number 2. So Kajabuski on second base for the Tigers. That's where I made the mistake. As at bat is Motter. Motter hits it to left center field and pulled in by the left fielder, Caitlin Bourne, for the out. So at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play, Ripon gets on the board with 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors, leaving 1 runner on.
Now batting
Starting the bottom of the third inning
Eden
for
Youngblood.
Winneconne, Eden Youngbauer. She'll be followed by Lauren Tesh. Youngbauer plays first base for Winneconne. First pitch is low, going to be a ball. That pitch a little bit low and couldn't quite be controlled by the catcher. It made its way back to the fence. Foul ball now for Youngbauer. Strike one. 1-1 count. Bottom of the third inning. Ripon leading here 1-0. And a hit out to center field. A jumping catch by Lexi Miller. Going to be out number one. Line drive out to center field.
Now batting number 11, Lauren.
Brings up number 11, Lauren Tesh, right fielder. A lefty for the Wolves. Simonis, nice pitch, but low. A little bit higher, that would have been a strike. Set for her second pitch. Knack grounds over to shortstop, gets it over to first for the out. Oh, he called her safe. I think he said the ball was on the ground.
Now batting number 2.
So I guess you got to give an error to the first baseman. Should have been out there, but that'll bring up Macy Clark, the pitcher. She'll foul it down the left field line. Out of bounds. So strike one on Clark. Next pitch high. Ball one. 1-1 count. On the Tigers. On Clark. Tick that one back for a strike. 1-2 count for Clark now. Simonis with the windup, and that's going to go foul down the left field line. Count will remain 1-2 on Clark. 1 out, runner at first for the Wolves with a 1-2 count on Clark. She'll pop that one up, and that's going to go deep and foul, but over there to pull it in is Eva Baker for out number 2.
Now batting number 6, Nora.
Good job by Baker to get over there and pull that ball in for the out. So 2 away now with a runner at first. Stepping into the box, Nora Kutnick. Abby Jennerman will be on deck. That one a little bit high. It was down the middle, but it was high. So ball one for Kutnick. Kutnick plays shortstop for the Wolves. Waiting for the next pitch. That's high as well. So 2-0 count. Once again, we have 2 outs. We're going to have a pinch runner come in for Winneconne. That's going to be number 5, and number 5 is Shaylin Pelletier. Sun went under, a little bit dark out here. Made our picture a little bit dark. Simonis with the next pitch, a ball. So 3-0 count now on Kutnick. As we've got 2 outs, runner at first for the Wolves. Simonis gets the strike, making a 3-1 count. That one's in there for a swinging strike, makes it a full count now. So Simonis trying to end this batter. Puts it in there, going to be hit out in between left and or right and center field, and it's in the fence. Miller picks it up. One run's going to score. And Kutnik's going to make it all the way to third. So a triple for Kutnik. Lauren Tesh comes across to score for the Wolves to tie things up here at one apiece here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 outs, runner at third for the Wolves, and coming up to bat is Abby Jennerman. Jennerman got the third out back in the first inning. Now a ground ball over to short, fired over to first, and she's going to be put out there by Erica Mills. So 3 away, but a run scores for the Wolves with 1 hit and leaves 1 runner on base. So at the end of 3 complete innings of play, the score, Ripon 1, Winneconne 1. Welcome back to Winneconne once again. As we start the top of the 4th inning, ripping up to bat, it'll be Avery Makarevich, catcher for the Tigers. Last time at bat, Avery had a strikeout. That one's going to be low and outside for ball 1. That one's in there for strike. That one had a funny angle to it, but went over the plate for the strike. And that one's in there. High pop-up, going to go foul down the third base side. Makes it strike 2 for Makarevich. Change up, high. So 2-2 count now on Avery. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Makarevich leading off the 4th and fouls that one back. Working on her timing, trying to get that down. 2-2 count on Makarevich. She steps back into the box. That one's in there. Ground ball over to second. That's going to be a force out over at first for out number 1 for the Tigers.
Number 15, Baker.
So Eva Baker steps up to the plate for Ripon with 1 out. Nobody on. Baker, deep fly ball going back to center field, but pulled in easily by Aubrey Halder of the Wolves. Out number 2. Ripon getting some quality hits as Allie Bumby steps up to the plate now. Bumby with the strikeout. Her first time at bat. She gets a strike. 0-1 count on Bumby. That one going to go foul down the right field line, out of bounds for strike 2. So Bumby with an 0-2 count. 2 outs for the Tigers. Bumby falls that one back. So Bumby connecting with the ball, just going the wrong way with it. And a change up, and she's out ahead of it. And strike 3 on Bumby. So at the end of 3 1/2 innings of play, Ripon 1, Winneconne 1. So getting ready to start the bottom of the 4th inning for Winneconne.
Now batting
It's going
number
to
3,
bring up
Jordan.
number 3, Jordan Biesinger. Biesinger grounded out to third base on her last at bat. And that one's going to be in there for a strike, called strike on Biesinger. 0-1 count for Biesinger. Simonis with the pitch. That's going to be low and inside for ball 1. 1-1 count now on Biesinger. Another ball called as that's inside. 2-1 count now for Biesinger. And that one's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Lexi Miller there to snag that one for out number 1. So 1 out. Nobody on with Caitlin Bourne coming up to bat for the Wolves. Bourne last time at bat had a base hit back in the 2nd inning. Ball inside to Bourne. Layla Simonis with her next pitch. And that's going to be a called strike. 1-1 count. Change that one up a little bit. Slowed it down. And a swinging strike now for Bourne. So 1-2 count with 1 out. Nobody on for the Wolves. That one pops it up, but it's going to drop foul as Makarevich dives for it, but can't quite get there. So count will remain 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bourne with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ball called. 2-2 now on Bourne. Busy sports complex here this afternoon. Soccer game appears to have just ended. Fouls that one away. Either that or it's halftime over on the soccer field. Got a feeling it's halftime over there the way it looks. And over on the diamond next to us is a JV softball game. Winneconne winning that one right at the moment, or rather Ripon winning 6-4, and Bourne with a base hit to left field. So she's got 2 base hits in the game. For the Wolves, coming up is Aubrey Halder. Halder last time grounded out to shortstop. She'll foul that one, and that's going to be pulled in by Erica Mills for out number 2. Pops it up to Mills in foul territory. Makes it 2 outs with a runner at first and brings up Marley Gunnering. That's a name I haven't heard since I lived in West Bend many years ago. So 1-1, 2 outs. Winneconne has a runner at first. 1 ball now is foul ball. So it makes it a 1-1 count on Gunnering. So Simonis gets set for her next pitch. Nice pitch called a strike. 1-2 count on Gunnering with 2 outs and 1 runner on over at first. Pitch is in there, a called strike, and that's going to retire the side. Winneconne gets no runs, 1 hit, leaves a runner on, and no errors. So at the end of 4 complete innings of play, it's Ripon 1, Winneconne 1. Starting the top of the 5th inning for the Tigers, Abby Radloff steps up to the plate. Abby struck out her last time at bat back in the 2nd inning. Abby takes a ball on the first pitch, ball 1. So 1-0 count on Radloff. That one down the middle, she fouls that one. Actually, it went fair. Well, the referee didn't call it at first, or the umpire rather. But they're going to call it a foul ball. So 1-1 count on Radloff. Radloff takes a pitch outside for ball 2. So 2-1 count on Radloff. Here in the top of the 5th inning. That one low, ball 3. So 3-1 count for Radloff. And Radloff will foul that one away. Rolled over the top of the backstop. So next pitch is foul ball, they called it. So full count on Radloff. 3-2, no outs yet here for Ripon. And base on balls for Radloff, the first base on balls we've had tonight. As that'll bring up Layla Simonis.
Batting number 20.
On deck will be Erica Mills for the Tigers. Good Ripon crowd here this afternoon. Simonis waiting for the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So no outs for Ripon. Runner at first. Simonis has a 0-1 count. And another swing and a miss. 0-2 on Simonis. Last time up, Layla had a double. That was back in the third inning. And a swing and a miss. She goes down swinging for the first out. Brings up Erica Mills for the Tigers. Mills had a pop-up, or rather got on a fielder's choice, and that's where she ended up at. And she goes to bunt, but it's going to be a strike. So Mills waits for the next pitch with one out. And she goes to bunt again and throw it down to second. It's going to get away from, and going to third on the overthrow will be Abby Radloff. She'll go to third. So Ripon with one out has a runner at third in scoring position for the Tigers with Mills up. Mills with an 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss is going to retire Mills.
Now batting number 7.
So that'll bring up Emily Kajabuski. Kajabuski with a base hit in the first inning. So 1-1 score here, tied up in the top of the fifth. And Kajabuski with a pop-up that's going to be pulled in by the shortstop for out number 3. So Ripon, no runs across, leaves a runner at third, no errors. So at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, it's Ripon 1, Winneconne 1. So starting the bottom of the fifth inning for the Tigers, for the Wolves, Eden Youngbauer comes up to the plate. And she'll take a ball on the first pitch by Simonis. Youngbauer had a fly out to center field back in the third inning. So first pitch is a ball. She hits this one over the third. Motter knocks it down, gets it over to first, overthrows her. And Youngbauer will go to second on the Wild throw. So that'll put a runner at second, with Lauren Tesh coming up.
Now batting number 5, Shay Pelletier.
Actually, it's going to be Shay Pelletier coming up to bat. And she'll get a base hit as it's going to go past the shortstop for the Tigers. So Tesh gets on base. Not Tesh, Pelletier rather. That brings up Macy Clark as Pelletier goes down to second. They try to throw Youngbauer out at third, but she gets back in time. So runners at second and third now for Winneconne. We've got 2 balls against Clark. Simonis, 2 balls, no strikes on the batter, and now a ball hit right down the third base line. That's going to score 2 runs, and Clark will go to second.
Now batting number 6, Laura.
So Youngbauer scores for Winneconne as well as Pelletier. First pitch to Nora Kutnick is a ball, and Coach Makarevich wants a timeout. So in the bottom of the 5th inning, Winneconne leading here 3-1. Looking over at the score for the JV team, Ripon winning over there 10-4 in the 3rd inning. Other things going on here this afternoon, boys baseball game. Soccer game's gotten back underway. So busy, varsity, must be varsity, and that looks like a girls' soccer game going on over in the other field. Actually, they're both girls' soccer, JV and varsity. So 2-0 count on Kutnick. And throw down to second, trying to catch Clark. So 2-0, 2-1 rather, as the ball bounces right off the box up here. Foul. So that'll make it a 2-2 count. Simonis with the pitch. And that's going to be a called ball. So full count now on Kutnick. Laura Kutnick had a triple back in the 3rd inning. Now hits a foul ball, so it remains a full count. Triple in the 3rd inning, and she grounded out to the shortstop back in the 1st. And that's going to go in there, and fly ball going to go to left field, pulled in by Baker for the out. First out of the half of the inning for the Wolves.
Now batting number 10, Abby Jennerman.
So Abby Jennerman steps up to the plate now for Winneconne. The runner at first, one out, or at second, 1 out. Simonis tries to change up. That's going to be a ball. So 1-0 count on Jennerman. Jennerman grounded out to shortstop in the third inning. The second pitch is a ball as well, so 2-0 count now on Jennerman. That one's called a strike. So 2-1. Two and one count on Jennerman with 1 out, runner at second. And a swing and a miss, gonna give her a 2-2 count. And a ground ball over to the shortstop, fires it over to first, and then Mills tries to get the runner out at third, but a run's gonna come across the score on the wild throw. That'll be Macy Clark.
Now batting number
Mills
3.
probably would have been better off to just let that ball go, let the runner go to third and work on getting the third out. But Jordan Biesinger up to bat. First pitch to Biesinger is a ball. So 1-0 count with 2 outs, nobody on for the Wolves. Next pitch by Simonis. She hits that deep to left field. Baker can't get under it, and that's going to go back, and Biesinger will get herself a double. That one went all the way back to the fence for a double. So, pinch runner going in, Jesselyn Hopp for Winneconne.
Now batting number 9.
So number 9, Caitlin Bourne, left fielder, comes up to bat. Bourne has had 2 base hits here in the game, back in the second and the fourth innings. First pitch is a strike to Bourne. So 3 runs are crossed. It makes the score 4-1 Winneconne. And a ground ball over to third. Motter will fire it over to first for the out. But Winneconne brings 3 runs across on 2 hits and 1 error. Leaves 1 runner on. Score at the end of 5 complete innings of play. Winneconne 4, Ripon 1. Starting at the top of the 6th inning for the Tigers, Lexi Miller steps up to the plate. Miller's grounded out twice to second base, once in the first and once in the third innings. Swing and a miss by Miller. Nice sports complex they have out here. Everything in one area. Like I said, baseball going on. Miller takes the pitch, pops that one up. It's going to come back foul for strike two. But two soccer fields out here, two softball diamonds. Looks like they've got two baseball diamonds. Must be, and the football field across on the other side of the school. And the track as well. So base hit now for Miller. She'll get to first. Ball drops just in the outfield. Cassidy Motter coming to the bat, to the plate for Ripon. Miller steals second. So Motter with the ball. 1-0 count is no outs. Runner at first or second for Ripon. Top of the sixth inning. Coach Case comes in to check on her catcher. She's all right, so we'll get things rolling again. Cassidy Motter with 2-ball count now, 2-0. Before Miller decided to play softball last year, she was running track for the Tigers. Pop up, gonna go foul for Cassidy. Goes up behind us in the box here. First place we've had a box, I think, to work out of. A little bit of a challenge because we've got farther to run the cameras tonight. Motter with the bunt. Puts it down. She's going to be thrown out at first, but that advances Miller over to third. So a sacrifice bunt for Motter.
Number 11, Makarevich.
So 1 out for the Tigers. Runner at third brings up Avery Makarevich. She'll step up to the plate and call strike. So 0-1 count on Avery. Avery struck out in the first inning and grounded out to short or to second base in the fourth inning. As the umpire wants Coach Case to come over and check on her catcher. Took a shot, looked like to the face a little bit earlier, so they want to check on her. She keeps saying she's all right. So here in the top of the sixth inning, it's Winneconne 4, Ripon 1. So the Winneconne catcher will stay in the game. She says she's all right. It's Makarevich now with an 0-1 count, 1 out. Runner at third and big swing. Going to make it strike two. 0-2 count. Waiting for the next pitch, and that's going to be low. Below the knees. So 1-2 count for Avery. So Ripon trailing here 4-1. Makarevich hits it. That's going to go to right field and pulled in by the right fielder. Miller is going to be called out trying to come to home plate. So a double play as Makarevich flies out to right field and Lexi Miller thrown out at home plate. So 3 outs at the end of 5 1/2 innings of play. It's Winneconne 4, Ripon 1. Welcome back to Winneconne, where the Winneconne Wolves leading the Tigers 4-1. Looking over at the score at the JV field, Ripon winning in the 4th inning, 16-4. So coming up to bat first for Winneconne,
Now batting
Aubrey Halder.
Halder.
Halder, center fielder for the Wolves. She'll be followed by Marley Gunnering. Halder, first pitch is outside for ball 1. Samonis gets ready for the next pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 2. So Makarevich goes out to talk to her pitcher. She comes back, and stepping back up to the plate is Halder. She'll pop that one up, and it's going to go just at the edge of the infield for a base hit. As Baker picks it up and fires it over to second base.
17, Marley Gunnering.
So Marley Gunnering up to bat. That'll bring up Eden Youngbauer on deck. Gunnering fly out to the shortstop back in the 2nd inning. Ripon trying to catch first baseman or the first base runner off base, and now we got a foul, so 2 strikes on Gunnering. 0-2 with a runner at first. No outs for Winneconne. And a big swing and a miss. And that's going to be the first out on the strikeout, swinging strike.
Number 12, Eden Youngbauer.
So 1 out, 1 runner on. That brings up Eden Youngbauer with Shaylin Pelletier on deck. So Samonis' first pitch is a ball to Youngbauer. Next pitch Called ball. So 2-0 count to Youngbauer. Youngbauer got on an error the previous inning and flew out to center field back in the third inning. So the runner at first goes to second, but Youngbauer gets a base on balls.
Now batting number 5, Shay.
So Shaylin Pelletier steps up, lefty for the Foxes. Wolves, thinking of Amro, my mistake. And a pop up to first base for out number 2.
Now batting number 2, Macy Clark.
So Macy Clark comes up to bat with 2 outs, runners at first and second. She'll pound that one out of bounds down the left side. So Clark with 1 strike on the foul ball. Samonis' next pitch, a ball. 1-1 count on Clark. Ripon trailing here 4-1 with 2 outs, runners at first and second for Winneconne. Bottom of the 6th inning for the Wolves. Pitch once again called a ball. So now Ripon gets the runner out at first for the 3rd out. So at the end of 6 complete innings of play, it's Winneconne 4, Ripon 1. As we get ready to start the top of the 7th inning for Ripon, Eva Baker will come to the plate to lead things off for the Tigers, as the Tigers trailing 4-1 here in the top of the 7th inning.
Batting number 15, Baker.
Ripon JVs winning 16-4 in the 4th inning on the diamond next to us. So Baker steps up to the plate. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Nice looking pitch by Clark. 0-1 count on Baker. Nice looking pitch, but this one was low. 1-1 now on Baker. Another low pitch. It's going to make it 2-1 for Eva Baker. Baker plays left field for the Tigers, a sophomore. High pitch, make it 3-1 now for Baker. That one called a ball, going to give her a base on balls.
Now batting number
That'll bring up
5,
Allie Bumby, second baseman for the Tigers. Bumby, a sophomore, is here as well at Ripon High School. First pitch called a strike. Nice looking pitch. Bumby waiting for the next pitch. And a big swing and miss. Gonna make it 0-2 count on Bumby. Allison has had 2 strikeouts, one in the second, one in the fourth inning. And this one she tags, but it's going to go foul down the right sideline. So no outs, runner at first, Baker at first for Ripon. Bumby up to bat with a 0-2 count and a swing and a miss. Going to be the first out for the Tigers. Brings up Abby Radloff with Layla Simonis on deck. Radloff took a base on balls last time up, second inning rather, she had a strikeout. So a big swing and a miss for Radloff. 0-1 count. Fouls it away. Radloff, another foul down the left side line. We want to say thanks to Lexi Miller's relatives from Oklahoma that are watching us today. Glad to have you along. And a swing and a miss, and out number 2 by Radloff.
Now batting
She swung that like she wasn't sure whether she should swing it or not. So Layla Simonis steps up with 2 outs for Ripon, a runner at first. As Winneconne leads here in the 7th inning, 4-1. Strike on Simonis. 0-1 count. Two outs, runner at first. Eva Baker. Batter is Simonis. Simonis with another swing and a miss. So 0-2 count on Simonis. This could end the game for Winneconne. And a base hit, or not yet, a fly ball out to center field, and that's going to be the end of the ball game as Ripon loses here tonight 4-1 to Winneconne.
Teams will wait for the stands and area to clear before exiting the field tonight.
So,
Thank you for your cooperation.
be sure to join us next Tuesday, May 11th, as the Tigers host Waupun at Murray Park in Ripon. First pitch is scheduled for 4:45 p.m. And be sure to listen to Tiger Beat on 93.1 and 1600 WRPN every Thursday morning at about 8:20 a.m. for updates of what is taking place in Ripon High School sports. Brought to you by Accurate Controls in Ripon. Once again, final score today from Winneconne. Ripon going down to Winneconne 4-1. Thank you to my producer, Jason Motter, who provides all the video that you see on the live stream. I'm Bruce Lang saying good evening, everybody, and be safe. Thanks for joining us, and as always, stay Tiger proud.